name is Jeff Clausen, and I'm here to tell you today about a safer, more dignified way to hand over. I pass the baton. I know that some of you have heard of I Pass the Baton, but you're not using it because it seems too long, too complicated. Well, I'm here to tell you today, it's not. It's actually not all that different from the way you're signing over already. First off, the in I Pass the Baton doesn't stand for anything, so you can get rid of it. It's shorter already. I stands for introduce yourself. You know how to introduce yourself, right? The P, the A, and the S are probably what you're doing in sign over right now. P stands for patient identifiers, name, sex, and age. For example, Mr. Smith is a 46-year-old male in stretcher bay 3. The A is for your assessment and is really the meat of your handover. Entrance complaint, your lab findings, your radiology findings, your working diagnosis, or maybe your differential diagnosis. All the details that you would normally put into a sign over. The first S stands for the situation. Situation, a one-line summary of exactly what's going on with the patient right now. Now, if you're like me, you probably throw in all the relevant background on the patient as well. Past medical history, or if there's any relevant social issues. Lucky for us, background is the B in I Pass the Baton. The background. The second S is for safety issues, and this is where I Pass the Baton really starts to get useful. To take a few seconds and think of anything you haven't mentioned so far that the new doctor should know about. Incidental lab findings, radiology result that wasn't related to their entrance complaint. Has something changed with their vitals? Anything that you think you haven't mentioned yet but probably should. A stands for actions. End your sign off with an itemized list of all the actions that need to be done for that patient, or following up lab results, or reassessments, or following up CT results. In that list, you want to apply T for timing of each of those actions, and O for ownership of each of those actions. N simply stands for which of those actions needs to happen next. My name is Jeff Clausen. Alco is a cat with pancreatitis that is waiting for internal medicine. He is a 33-year-old in stretcher 3. He has no past medical history, but his alcohol use is suspect. He presented with 3 days of abdominal pain and vomiting and was moderately tender on exam. He has been vomiting here and appears hypovolemic. His lipase came back at 950 and a CT abdomen shows pancreatitis without any surgical complications. His current safety issues are, number 1, hypovolemia. He has had 1 liter and is getting a 2nd liter as we speak. His blood pressure is normal and he is afebrile, but these should be monitored. Number 2, hypokalemia. His K is 2.1, probably from all the vomiting. So in addition to his bolus, he's running a second line with D5.5 normal saline with 40 milliequivalents of KCl per liter at 150 cc's per hour. The third issue I want to bring up is withdrawal. He states he hasn't had a drink in about a day. I am suspicious there may be a component of withdrawal contributing to his tachycardia, so I've given him a small dose of diazepam and some thiamine. Number 4 is his symptom control. He's much more comfortable after 7.5 milligrams of morphine IV and 50 milligrams of Gravol IV, but he's still not tolerating anything by mouth. In terms of action, the next thing that needs to be done is a reassessment of his hypovolemia and possible withdrawal symptoms. I would probably check back after his bolus is finished, which should be in about 1 hour. The second issue are his electrolytes. I've ordered repeat electrolytes to be drawn at 8:30 p.m. I've asked the nurse to keep an eye on them, but you should probably have an eye out for them as well. The third issue is admission. He obviously can't go home, he's still not eating, and he is quite sick. I've already spoken to the screening medical resident. They've told me they're busy, but they are on their way. It might be several hours.